Welcome. I am Jacqueline Ortiz, the Self-Love Diva. And my passion, my vision, my mission is self-love, sharing the self-love movement. I'm inviting you every day to do an act of love for yourself, then act on another, and invite that person to continue passing it forward so together we can create a human connection of love, light, and unity. I have a free gift for you. Below, there's a link to a 25-page ebook on self-love, self-care, and affirmations are part of the series. Welcome. I am Jacqueline Ortiz, the Self-Love Diva. And my passion, my vision is self-love, sharing the self-love movement. I invite you every day to an act of love for yourself and then do an act of love for another and invite that person to continue passing it forward so together we could create a human connection of love, light, and unity. Below I place a free gift for you, the link to a 25-page ebook on self-care a la carte menu. And these affirmations are all about self-love so you can deepen your level of self-love and self-worth. I created this affirmation as a companion to my series, Unblock Your Limiting Beliefs. This is a transformative, interactive, guided healing meditation to destroy limiting beliefs. I'll put the links for the free gift in the playlist below. But for now, slowly breathe in positivity and possibility, and slowly exhale all negativity and everything that is not for your highest good. Allow these words of love and empowerment and self-worth to penetrate your being at a deep cellular level. Now imagine and believe this is your new reality. Let the words integrate, embrace, and personify you and your inner self and your inner child. Let us begin. I understand that love is a choice and that it is strengthened by deep bonds rather than time. Therefore, today, I decide to learn about myself a little more and thus love the person I am a little more. I start by accepting everything about me. Today, I take the time to feel myself, to understand myself, to listen to myself. Today, I decide to always be within me and focus on the beautiful aspects of myself. I decide to not betray myself or to judge myself. Today, I assume my greatest commitment to be faithful to what I feel, to what I believe, and to not underestimate my ideas and potential because of fear of potential external opinions. I make a commitment to be present in the good moments and in not so good ones. I decide to love myself unconditionally, without idolizing the person I am, without pretense, without deceit. I decide to silence that inner enemy who always seeks to sabotage everything I do or say. I decide to meet me face to face and to rediscover me. I focus on today and what I can do, what I can learn and improve on. I discover every part of me easily, effortlessly, and calmly, with the sole purpose of knowing in depth who I am, and love every part of me. Because the more I love myself, the less I take for granted. Self-love is a wonderful journey. I confess that I thought it was a selfish idea. Why love me when there are a lot of people who really need to be loved? That's what I used to believe. But now I understand that I cannot give what I do not have. How do I quench someone's thirst if I don't have water? Or how do I teach someone to respect others if I don't respect myself? So today and always, my only purpose is to fill myself with love and everything that comes as a consequence, to be able to flow in love, to flow in my essence. I decide to empty myself of what is not profitable and flood every corner of my being with love. Love without prejudice. Love without limitations, without unrealistic expectations, without unattainable fantasies. Today, I love myself for who I am. And every day, I'm learning to love myself more and more and more. And it is time that the more I practice self-love, I experience more harmony within me and it all overflows, affecting my environment. Today, I appreciate everything wonderful about my life and about me. I understand that I deserve everything that is good and pleasant and healthy for my inner being, my soul, and my emotions and my body. I am so deserving. I am a part of a glorious creative universe full of light, renewable, rich, healthy, prosperous, and therefore that essence is also in me. It is me. The more I love myself, my mind begins to open up to the infinite possibilities that surround me. Self-love does not focus on mistakes or failures. Self-love makes me persistent and see the process and the progress for what it is. A process and a progress, not a limited destination. The more I love myself, the less fear I feel. Less fear of failure, less fear of not being good enough, less fear of not achieving what I set out to do. The more I love the time alone, far from scaring me, it becomes the perfect excuse to be with my favorite person. And I am my favorite person. That sounds so wonderful. I am my ideal partner. I always have been and will always be. Self-love makes me smile. I make myself smile. I smile because I am pleased with the life that I have lived and that I am creating. Each stumble and each fall has strengthened me. Each step that I have taken has brought me up to this very moment. Sublime moment of healing, forgiveness, harmony, maturity, and fullness. Today, I understand that fullness has nothing to do with perfection or being infallible. The fulfillment is reaching the state in which I know what I have, what I can and should improve upon, and what I can achieve. And not focusing on what I haven't done, haven't accomplished, who I'm not. Rather, appreciating the amazing, wonderful woman I am and continue to evolve into. I choose to love myself in this and every moment of my life. Loving me is and will always be my best choice. Self-love extends a daily invitation to me, an invitation to look closely, to recognize me. Self-love allows me to recognize my weaknesses and my strengths. Self-love makes me pay attention to my path, my walk throughout life. Self-love makes me admire my achievements and my failures. It shows me how everything I've experienced has made me what and who I am today. Self-love produces a domino effect. I have noticed that the more I love myself, the easier it becomes for me to forgive not only others, but also myself. Self-love is healthy, it's unbiased, it's balanced. Self-love empowers me. By practicing self-love, I stop looking for or pay attention to enemies or external elements. The more I love myself, the more I stop condemning the actions of others and the power they have had over me in the past. Love makes me free from guilt and blame. Self-love makes me look at the present. Self-love is the most powerful tool that I have within me. Self-love makes me responsible for my decisions and my actions. I stand in front of the mirror and then I look at myself. I look at myself truly, deeply into my eyes and smile. I really look at me with no intention of avoiding me or denying who I am. And this, what I see, truly amazes me. Wow, I am a work of art. It's my imperfection that makes me perfect. Today, I have every intention and willingness to know and recognize just how wonderful I am. Today, I have my full attention because I deserve it. Because I am important, because I matter. Because the more I look at myself, the more I understand that everything I need is within me. I am complete. I am whole. The love that I have longed to receive from others has always been within me. The attention that I have been seeking, even often begging for the attention, has always been there within me. I have just put it in a corner and chained it. But now I'm ready to set it free, to love myself. I do not need to search for the missing parts of me on the outside. I am at the right place because they're all right inside of me. And I love myself for finding this out, for discovering this about myself. I love myself for being present. I love myself for accepting myself and not reproaching myself for the things that I could no longer change. I love myself for not spending more time pointing out fingers and blame on other people for the things that I myself can influence and change. Today, I decide to assume my responsibility to create, to change, to choose, and to move from environments that no longer serve me, and to move forward to the light, and never to stagnate or regress, but keep moving forward for what is for my highest good. I look at myself again. Wow, 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 how beautiful I am. I like being able to look at myself boldly, without complexes, like someone who recognizes her face for the first time, recognizes her space in the universe for the first time. My gaze travels and admires each trace of time in my soul, how much experience is contained in me. I have so much to give. I admire all the times I've tried something and have failed, but continue going. I have not given up. I admire my perseverance. Sometimes it wasn't easy. Sometimes it was a little bit more difficult. But how clear I see it now. In all those times, I didn't stop being me. I didn't stop being important, valuable, and brave, even when I didn't succeed. Even in my darkest moments, I have been light. I am the light. That is my essence. And as I begin to delve into who I am, I begin to identify and recognize things that I only saw in others as a series of hidden treasures. But now I see that within me. I see that I am those things. The hidden treasures I saw in others are hidden within me as well. But now I'm ready to shine the light on those treasures. I see that I am determined. I am empowered. I am strong. I decide to do what I said I would do despite the obstacles, and I keep persevering. I am ambitious. Growing up has always been a part of me, evolving into the best version of myself. Self-love helps me identify wrong and harmful thought patterns, so I can renew my mind, my thoughts, and reframe them and rewrite them into empowering thoughts that empower me to be the best version of myself. Almost like someone who resets a device, it allows me to reset myself and my thoughts into empowering ones. And when fear and harmful patterns come up, I'm able to easily reframe them. Self-love gives me freedom. When I'm loving myself, I am not being selfish. It is the most selfless act I could ever do. Self-love does not isolate me from others. On the contrary, it connects me at a deeper, more profound level. The more I love myself, the more I discover my essence. Self-love is like the light that allows me to put things in order. When I love myself, I reaffirm my identity. Self-love is to the mind what food is to the body, what water is to dry land. Every day I choose to be with myself and make peace with who I am and who I was and who I am becoming. Today, in front of the mirror, I look at myself and I admire myself. Not only the reflection, but I really look down at my soul. I stare into the eyes of the soul. My eyes reveal the essence of who I am. A beautiful, loving, courageous, powerful woman. I remove the filters. I remove the masks. Today, I decide to let go of the ghosts that overshadow who I am. I silence the voices that do not let me appreciate who I am. Because I exist, and I am present. I am in charge of my life, and that does not scare me. I am responsible for myself, and this is great because I am capable, I am resourceful, I am strong, I am powerful. I'm unstoppable. Today I recognize and understand that I am part of a wonderful universe that's always watching out for my highest good. And the more I look at myself, the more I love myself, the more I know myself, and the more I recognize my value without the need to pretend or exaggerate. Just be able to be me, just for me. I look at myself and the words flow from me organically. I am extraordinary. I am brave. I am beautiful. I deserve the love and attention of others, mainly because I have my own love and attention toward myself. I don't need to beg anyone else's attention. I don't need to wait for someone to recognize me as I am. I know who I am. I am capable. I am strong. I'm valuable. I'm intelligent. I'm independent. And I'm vulnerable. Yes, I am. Being vulnerable is not a weakness. On the contrary, it is of great strength. Being vulnerable goes hand in hand with being brave. I am brave because I've decided not to hide behind excuses, not to bury my head in the sand, and not to love with conditions. I applaud my decisions because each one of them has led me to discover something new about myself, to experience endless emotions that remind me that I am alive, and I celebrate every step I take. I'm amazing how good it feels to not underestimate me and to just flow with life. Today, I decide to move forward, face everything that for years I have put aside because of fear. Today, I decide that I am worthy, I am deserving, I am valuable. Today, I decide to treat myself with respect, with admiration, with delicacy, and without reproach. Today, I forgive myself. Today, I forgive myself. I listen to myself. I understand myself. I hug myself for all the times that I didn't hug myself, all the times that I ignored myself, all the times that I neglected myself. All the times I forgave others but did not forgive myself, because I deserve forgiveness too. I deserve hugs. I deserve attention. I deserve love. I deserve my patience. I deserve feeling worthy. And of course, I deserve my forgiveness. It is that the more I love myself, the more I'm able to love others. The more I forgive myself, the stronger I am. The more I love myself, the greater my ability to rise above everything. I know one thing for sure. The more I love myself, the more I'm able to love others. The more I forgive myself, the more I'm able to forgive others. The stronger I become, the stronger I am for others. The more I love myself, the greater my ability to rise above everything and help others. The more I love myself, the easier it is for me to reinvent myself. I love myself, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I love myself, and I am my priority. Because the more I love myself, the more I know myself. And the more I know myself, the more I am learning to love myself. I love my ability to learn from the not so nice moments. I love that I can see clearly when someone else doesn't love me, and that gives me the freedom to leave people and places and things that do not love me. I love that I am in charge of my peace. I'm responsible for my steps and my life. I love that I know how to talk to me, and I know how to negotiate with myself, and even to change my mind from things that do not empower me, and transform them and reframe them into things and ways of thinking and feeling and being that empower me. I can decide a perfect plan, perfect goal of what I want and how to achieve it. But I can also let myself go, let go of the attachment of needing things to be just the way I need them to be. I no longer judge myself. I do not condemn myself. When I fall, I treat myself gently and firmly. I learn and I become stronger. I love myself, and I understand that the construction of my inner being is in process, that progress is progressive. I love myself, and that is why I'm patient. I celebrate each step, each success, and each failure, because all of them together is me. I am a mixture of my smiles, my tears, my sobs, my anguish, my relief, my triumph, and even my failures. And that makes me beautiful, abstract, unpredictable, desirable, mysterious, and interesting. The more I love myself, the more complete I feel. I feel like there are no limits because I'm unlimited. The more I love myself, the more capable I feel. I feel unstoppable, powerful. I feel an unstoppable source of will and strength and courage and ability that emanates from within me. How good it feels to love me. I look at the reflection of me one more time and I smile. I smile because it's like someone who has a little secret. Actually, it's a big secret. Because the best kept secret is that I love me. And by loving me and accepting me and hugging me and thanking me and every part of my being, I am loving myself more deeply and profoundly than ever before. And it brings me such uncontrollable joy. And I love this joy brimming within me, erupting within me. And the more love and joy I feel, the more I can extend it out into the world. The more I love myself, the more beauty I recognize in myself and in what surrounds me. The more I love myself, the more I recognize that I am responsible for my emotions and how I react to circumstances. I love this clarity with which I can see things now. Loving myself has allowed me to release a lot of emotional baggage that made me walk slower and sometimes even stop me from reaching things. I love myself for having the ability to understand this process. I love myself for accepting the process. I love myself for accepting the process. I love myself for applying it into my life and let it flow. Loving myself not only highlights my uniqueness and how special I am, but allows me to appreciate and recognize others. Because I love myself, my thoughts are different. My thoughts are far from being hurtful bullets. Instead, they're an ointment for my soul. Because I love myself, I set limits and boundaries. Because I love myself, I can tell the difference between toxic people and situations and what brings me joy and healing and growth. Because I love myself, I'm not afraid to embark on the adventure of traveling alone, of recognizing what I like and what I don't like. Because I love myself, I let myself go. Because I love myself, I understand that I don't always have to control things to guarantee a good experience. The more I love myself, the more I enjoy things around me. I am extraordinary. I am beautiful. I am brave. I am adventurous. I'm innovative. I am creative in so many ways. Many I have not even identified, but I know I'm discovering more and more within me and about me, and I'm loving what I'm finding. And just as I take the time to compliment and acknowledge the achievements of others, I do the same with myself. Because I love myself, I decide to be intentional in recognizing myself, in loving myself, in admiring my potential and what I have already achieved. The practice of self-love has a kind of multiplier effect. The more I love myself, the more positive thoughts enter me. The more colors are added to my way of life. The more renewed my vision and my passion is. Self-love increasingly allows me to travel to the past and learn from it, and then return with less pain, with less reproach, with less criticism. Self-love allows me to travel lightly, without guilt, remorse, or baggage. Self-love allows me to design a future without pressure, without stereotypes, without fear of failure. The more I love myself, the more calm. By remembering everything I have overcome, the past storms and my abilities, I can rest. The more I love myself, the less time I spend pleasing others. The more I love myself, the less I think about what others will say about me. The more I love myself, the less I worry about the perceptions of others and what they think and feel about me. The more I love myself, the less I worry about whether my way of being pleases or displeases someone else. When I love myself the most, I understand that I am only responsible for my actions and my reactions, not of those around me. When I love myself the most, I enjoy both worldly and deep things because each one contributes to who I am. Like days, one is not more important than the other. Thus, emotions, one is not more important than the other. The more I love myself, the more I understand that the people around me have something to give. So I choose to see them through the eyes of love. By remembering everything I have overcome, the past storms and my abilities, I can rest now. The more I love myself, the less time I spend pleasing others. The more I love myself, the less I think about what they say about me. The more I love myself, the less I worry about the perceptions others have of me. The more I love myself, the less I worry about whether my way of being or walking displeases someone. When I love myself the most, I understand that I am only responsible for my actions and reactions and not of those around me. When I love myself the most, I enjoy worldly and deep things because each one contributes to who I am. Like the days, one day is not more important than the other. Thus, the emotions, one is not more important than the other. The more I love myself, the more I understand that the people around me have something to give. So I choose to see them through love, through the eyes of love. The more I love myself, the less energy I spend worrying and investing in fear about what other people think about me. And I spend more time investing in making peace with myself, with my actions, with my decisions, making peace with my family, my friends, my co-workers, and my neighbors, and the entire universe. I focus on love, loving myself and loving others, instead of focusing on fear and weaknesses and insecurities. I'm giving those the place they deserve to the side, because all my love and focus is on evolving into the very best version of myself. I'm not letting fear or weaknesses or insecurities lead my life. I use those as propellant for my progression, instead of making them as an excuse to stay in a safe place. I use them as a perfect reasons to try something, to be the best version of myself. I focus on love and learning. And the more I love myself, the more courage I have to try new things, to experiment, to be adventurous. I love myself so much that I allow myself to feel my sexuality as an expression of my physical, spiritual, and emotional being. I love and respect my body and my mind in my sexual experiences. I am responsible for my body and for the decisions I make during each encounter with my partner. My body is a sanctuary where treasures and wonders are kept that are not just for the enjoyment of anyone, but only for the person that I consider to be on the same frequency of me, someone I can feel I resonate with. My body is my temple. I reject poverty in all its forms because it goes against my essence. My essence is love and abundance. I focus on manifestations of love and prosperity because the universe is who I am. It's a part of me which is prosperous and loving. I allow myself to feel love and experience it. I allow myself to feel love, to experience love, without having to do anything to gain it, because love is everywhere. Love is all that is. It is my essence. It is wonderful that I recognize that I am me and I'm here. I am loved. I am strong. I am careful. I am responsible. I am understood. I am brilliant. I am brave. I am exceptional. I am determined. I am the best friend. I am the best mother, daughter, wife, partner, boss, employee that I can be. I am sensitive to my pain and therefore to the pain of others. I am a good person. I'm happy. I'm full of light. I'm in the right place. I'm living the best life. I am present every day. I'm satisfied. I'm in love. I am love. I am full of new strength. I'm surrounded by the best possible energy. I'm at peace because I have decided to be so. I am healthy because my immune system is strengthened by my self-love and the peace I choose to tap into every day. The energy that flows from me is so strong that it overshadows everything that is trying to come against me. As my energy flows from within, the exterior does not limit me. It does not affect me and does not destroy me. Because I have such inner strength, inner energy of resources of love and purity and light. I am light. Love is the best shield of protection. Because I love myself, I do not deny the reality that surrounds me, but rather I choose to channel it in the best possible way. Everything passes, everything runs its course. I don't have to stay in one place or with one person that is not for my highest good. I can evolve and look for what is for my highest good in pure love. The more I love myself, the less I judge myself, and as a direct consequence, the less others judge me. When I love myself, I take away the authority from others to judge me or impact me negatively. They and their words become insignificant. I flow in love and joy. And the more I love myself, the more wonderful things I attract into my life. Every day I can see things more clearly. Looking at things through the self-love gives me a different perspective. in which I never allow myself to see myself as a victim of other people's circumstances or actions. Every day is an opportunity to discover my potential, to improve myself in all aspects, to understand that limitations are the reflections of my thoughts. I can do anything. That is why I choose to think big. I choose to design a future full of greatness with integral growth. Sharing my path with people who appreciate what is truly important, what is transcendental, adding and not subtracting, moving toward unimaginable, because the more I love myself, the more I release the limitless potential within me. I am love. I am light. I am life, and I have the ability to create. I appreciate myself. I appreciate my birth. I appreciate waking up every morning. I appreciate how aware I am of my existence. I appreciate being able to distinguish what is relevant from what is not so relevant. I appreciate investing my emotions and energy in a responsible way. I appreciate looking back and feeling no guilt. I appreciate feeling loved. I appreciate feeling privileged. I appreciate being able to decide every day not to be a victim. I appreciate the possibility of creating with each step I take. I am grateful to be able to live a dream every day. I appreciate not underestimating the added value of each experience. I appreciate being able to appreciate the richness it presents even in the simplest things. I appreciate loving the life I have without comparing myself to others. I appreciate being surrounded by so much light. I appreciate not being overwhelmed by external circumstances. I appreciate being able to make calm decisions. I appreciate the power of appreciating people and things and situations objectively. I appreciate the ability to extract the best learnings from experiences where others only see lost. I appreciate the smile out of nowhere just for remembering that I am alive. I appreciate feeling alive. I appreciate being around wonderful people. I am grateful that I have all the resources to achieve what I want, and the more and more are coming. I appreciate the growth I have experienced throughout my life. I am so grateful to discover that I am my best partner. I am grateful for every gift, every talent, every skill, and intelligence I have been given. I appreciate my ability to communicate with others. I am grateful that as a result of listening to myself, I am more able to listen to others. I appreciate the ability to empathize with the emotions of others. I appreciate that I can always describe new things and experience new wonderful things. I appreciate the ability to see beauty where others only see pain. I appreciate the person that I am today. And I love myself, and I don't judge myself. I love myself for being vulnerable. It is a great strength. I love myself, and I know how to say no, even if someone around me is pressuring me to say yes. I love and respect the person that I am. I love and appreciate the courage that makes me continue with projects and decisions when no one else is betting on me that I will be able to succeed. I love myself, and I'm delighted to see that although things sometimes do not have the expected result I had planned on, I do not let them get me down. I just learn from them, and I keep on keeping on. I keep continuing and evolving and improving. I love myself, and that is the reason why I'm not looking for the approval and the applause of others. I am able to approve of myself easily and effortlessly. I love being able to prioritize myself without worrying about what others think about me. I love myself. I am not willing to let others hurt me with their hurtful comments. I respect myself. I love myself. I only lend my ears to things that invite me to be better than I was yesterday. I love myself, and I lend my mouth to just emit words of love that sweeten the universe and make music to my ears and the music of others. I love myself, and I do not expose my eyes to images, gestures, situations that are negative and toxic. I love myself, and I use my hands to caress, build, and heal my wounds and those of others. I love myself, and I only allow myself to expose my senses to everything that causes pleasure, satisfaction, and well-being, and goodness. Now, this voice is your higher self, telling you, advising you to open up your heart, open up your ears, because I'm ready to tell you something, that you are limitless. You have so many gifts and talents and exquisite abilities, and a way that you have about appreciating life that is unique and unmatched. I'm inviting you today and always to discover it, to tap into it. I promise you that once you start, life itself will take a wonderful new meaning. Look at you. Look at how beautiful you are. Don't wait for a stranger to tell you. Fall in love with you. Don't sit around waiting for someone else to make you their interest, to fall in love with you. You have everything and more of what you need in you to love yourself, to give you all the affection you need. Look within. You will find a wonderful infinite possibilities waiting to be discovered and exposed. Your way of loving yourself, your sensitivity, your values, your feelings, your way of appreciating everything you are surrounds you. You are unique. Start to believe it. And once you start believing how unique and wonderful you are, others will notice it too. Embrace who you are and what you feel. I'm imploring you to embrace who you are and what you feel. Do not feel fear or shame. Your pain and your joys are equally beautiful. Don't hold on to them more than you should. There is your balance. Live your pain so that when your joy arrives, it is not overshadowed, and vice versa. Breathe. Breathe. Feel how life flows through you. Your being is renewed and strengthened each time you breathe, each time you smile, each time you allow yourself to feel, each time you remember and are aware that you are alive and you're beautiful. Choose thoughts of goodness and growth and greatness with the same intentionality you have of deepening your level of self-love. You're in control. You're the boss. You have the key that opens the door through which your thoughts and beliefs go through. It is time to see them under a magnifying glass and discard those ideas and thoughts and beliefs that have kept you in a position of weakness and sometimes victimizing yourself. The power is in you. Do not look around you. Do not wait for an external hero. You are the heroine of your life story. If you look closely, you will find a glimpse of your essence in the past experience. It is time to unleash your potential. You are great. You are important. You certainly are very unique and wonderful and beautiful. By understanding how you are unique, you will see that you are worthy. And it is not to your benefit to measure yourself or compare yourself to others. Instead, focus on loving you and what makes you magnificently you. You're constantly changing and growing and evolving, and that's wonderful. Say hello to your past like someone who meets a childhood friend. Look at your present. Embrace it, love it, feel it, knowing that every day you are laying the foundations of your future. Do not fight with yourself. Listen to yourself. Understand the root of your beliefs and ideas and dismiss all those that are not useful for your present. You are attractive because you love yourself, because you are at peace with your decisions, because you know yourself. That is what makes you beautiful. Loving yourself. Love yourself because you deserve it. Because the more you love yourself, the more you're willing to listen to you and to know you. The more time you spend getting to know yourself, the more you will learn to identify your inner voice, your intuition, so it can guide you in your walk. Many times you won't have all the answers, but don't let that be a reason to love yourself less or to doubt your abilities. Accept your process, your progress, embrace your learning, forgive yourself without reservations. Recognize that every moment of pain or anguish has left its mark. It has been there to help you grow and evolve. Make peace with each stage of your life, but then move on, continue forward, held head high, knowing that you have everything within you to evolve, to grow, to be the very best version of yourself. Your essence is growth, development, and progress. Look around. Can you see how big the universe is, how beautiful and wise nature is? That's where you come from. Own it. Say it as many times as necessary until it becomes effortless. You are greatness. You are unlimited. You are unstoppable. The more you love yourself, the more you trust your ability to care for yourself, to guide yourself, to heal yourself. The more you love yourself, love stops being a distant word and becomes your daily fuel, becomes in your nature. it is who you are. The more you love yourself, the more kind words will flow to you and later to others. The more you love yourself, the more you understand that being your priority has nothing to do with being selfish. It has everything to do with loving yourself so you could be the best version and then extend that version of yourself onto others. Be intentional in your words when you're referring them to yourself. Use loving, kind words to yourself and to others. Everything you say is an expression of what you really truly believe inside you. You're worthy of love, of forgiveness. You deserve quality time and attention and affection. You deserve a life full of light, prosperity, and fulfillment. Feel it. Feel how deserving you are of love. The best part of all is that this is possible for you. All you need to do is to become aware of your thoughts and the words that are coming to your mind. You're responsible for yourself. You're in charge. You are capable. You are goodness. You are whole and complete. Choose to focus on how wonderful you are. Choose to live life to the fullest. Choose to always be present. Choose to appreciate all you have and all you are. Choose to acknowledge your abilities, your accomplishments. And the more aware of you are, the more you're able to appreciate, and the more that grows and expands. Forgive yourself for every moment you choose to ignore your inner voice. Forgive yourself for stepping aside and prioritizing the needs and dreams of others. Forgive yourself for all the times you expose yourself to unhealthy situations. Forgive yourself for all the times you have given into relationships that violated you. Forgive yourself for all the times you have made ruthless judgments against you. Forgive yourself for the mistreatment you may have given to your body in the past. Embrace your growth. Applaud every action for self-love. Celebrate that every day you release your potential a little bit more. Contemplate your life and recognize the beauty contained in it. Choose to live each day with a peace and that tomorrow will look even brighter and shinier and more unfolding of a beautiful, magnificent life. Smile at the decisions you've made. Love your ability to heal, walk in freedom, travel without the weight of guilt. Love your essence. Visualize your inner self. Remember that you are whole and complete. Release all habits and patterns of behavior. Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself, to stand out. It's time for you to stand up and stand out in your light. Shine your light. You're in charge of your life. Choose every day to invest your emotions and your energy in everything that is uplifting and benefiting for you. Do not give up. Your path is progressive. Determine to love yourself every day. And don't take yourself for granted or underestimate yourself. You have come a long way, and you will continue to grow so, one step at a time, to evolve, to grow, one thought at a time, one belief at a time. No hurries. Just focus on loving yourself gently, lovingly toward yourself. Look back and acknowledge your progress, your achievements. Highlight your effort. At every stage of your life, you have done the best that you could. Celebrate that. Be proud of your progress. You deserve to be well, to do well. You deserve love. You deserve peace. You deserve joy. And all the necessary tools are within you to renew yourself. Love yourself. Bask in the glory of who you are, the amazing, magnificent, radiant being that you are. You are a goddess. It is time you realize how worthy and deserving you are, how magnificent you are in every area of your life. You're evolving, you're growing into the very best, highest version of yourself. And you're doing that by loving yourself, by being empathetic and kind and loving toward yourself. By speaking to yourself in beautiful, kind, compassionate way. By creating beliefs that empower you. And destroying and eliminating negative, limiting beliefs. And replacing them with a brand new belief. A belief that empowers you into the unstoppable, unlimited, fearless woman that you are and you continue to evolve into. Realize, embody, embrace how radiant you are, how far you have come, all your achievements, all your accomplishments. Bask in the glory of you. There's no one else like you. No more comparison, no more competing yourself against anything or anyone. The only person you need to become even better than is yourself. Every day strive to be a better version of yourself, of who you were yesterday. Every day, appreciate yourself. Be grateful for who you are, who you've become. Secure in the knowledge that every single day you're evolving into the very best version of yourself. Tap into your heart, tune into your heart, and really expand the love within you. Radiate that love into every cell and every fiber of your being. Love yourself fully, completely, wholeheartedly. Love who you are right now as you continue to evolve. Love every single moment of every single day. Love yourself unconditionally. Love all of you, who you have been, who you are, and who you're becoming. It's all you. Love yourself unconditionally. Pour more love into you, into every single fiber and cell of your being. Pour that unconditional love into yourself. Fill yourself up with love until you're overflowing with love. And then extend it unto everything and everyone everywhere. Overflowing with love and light and joy. You're so deserving of unconditional love and joy and bliss. Now, you're ready to face your world with your new sense of self-love. You are a divine being. You're super deserving. You love yourself in so many different ways. Now, you're able to design, define, and create a life you want because you are totally deserving of your best life. And you're so grateful that every day you're becoming a being and believing more and more in who you are and loving yourself without prejudice and unconditionally loving yourself. All of you, you're whole and complete. Let yourself be carried away by the feelings of self-love, the deep level of profoundly loving yourself. Give yourself permission to integrate, embody, and embrace self-love deeply and unconditionally at a deep core and cellular level. Claim that you love yourself. Claim it now, and so it is. Because now you're tuned in to self-love. You're tuned up, and turned on to high vibration. Thank you for listening. I would love for you to join my Facebook group, Self-Love Share the Love Movement. It is a community filled with interactive healing process, affirmations, and meditations, and so much more. So together we can all create a community of love and self-love. And if you like this video, please like it, comment, and sharing is important, so please share it. Also, watch my other videos to unlock your limiting beliefs, meditations, and self-love affirmations. I will put a link below and for your free gift. I love you. Namaste.